All right, we are going to go straight to questions for the student athletes. If you have a question, please raise your hand, identify yourself with your name and affiliation, and direct the question to a specific player, please. So let's get it started for the student athletes. Questions for Devin or Issa? Over here on the right.
Devin, early turnover problems and turnovers throughout. Did you anticipate any of that coming into this game?
Not really. You know, I just got to give, you know, my hats off to Steven F. Austin. You know, they did what they were supposed to do. Their play showed, you know, how, you know, focused and prepared they were. And, you know, we just didn't take it serious. And that's what happened in this tournament when you don't take people serious. And, you know, they just scouted well and soaked in what the coaching staff was giving them.
Over here on the right.
I assume you guys expect it to go much further in the tournament. How stunning is it for it to come to an end right here in the first round?
Issa, can you start?
It hurts. You know, we thought we could take it all the way, but you know, just like Dev said, we didn't take it serious, and you know that's what happens.
Devin, can you add on?
I mean, I guess it's reality, you know, when you don't, you know, prepare the right way, not individually, but, you know, as a team. If we're not, you know, dialed in as a team, you know, that's what happened. You know, that's pretty much it.
Any other questions for the players? All right, right over here on the right.
Yeah, guys, for both of you, it just seemed like they were so much quicker tonight. I mean, what was it like out there facing their quickness?
Issa, let's start with you. Then go follow. Devin can follow.
We knew it was going to be a tough game. You know, they just wanted it more. You know, we were late on rotations. They wanted every 50-50 ball, and they just wanted it more.
Devin, go ahead.
From the beginning of the game, you know, we were up for about, you know, 10 minutes or whatever. You know, and after that, you know, they just did a great job of controlling the tempo. They didn't allow us to speed them up. And that was vice versa. You know, they sped us up, made us do things that was uncharacteristic. And, you know, they just followed the game plan, and they just wanted it more.
Anything else for the players? All right, you guys are free to go. Thank you very much. Questions for Coach Huggins? Once again, please raise your hand if you have a question for Coach. Questions for Coach Huggins? Max over here on the left.
Max Bonstetter, Sports Illustrated Kids. Coach, you obviously have a great group of kids. How do you feel about seeing them go right now?
Well, they'd worked, you know, so hard to make a run at this deal, and I feel bad for them. I feel, you know, bad I didn't do a good enough job getting them ready to go.
Any other questions for Coach Huggins? Right here in the back.
Do you agree with your players' assessment that perhaps they didn't take their opponents seriously enough, and what evidence did you see of that in the game?
Well, we didn't have the greatest of practices, but, you know, all you can kind of do is tell them. We just didn't have that, you know, we kind of had that, I thought we had the edge a little bit, you know, we had that edge in the Big 12 tournament, and we just didn't get it back.
Over here on the right.
John Furlong, WFUV. Where does this rank among your, in terms of your losses, where does this rank among your worst losses as a coach?
You realize I've had about 300 of them, 300 and some. I can't think about that right now.
Right up here, Howie.
I don't like any of them, to be honest with you. Didn't like one of them.
Coach Howard Mandel with Vice Sports. I'm just wondering, when you see a team like Stephen F. Austin, mid-major, be able to come out and go toe-to-toe with you guys athletically, it seems like there are more mid-majors that are able to do that. Is that your impression as well, and do you think there's a greater depth of not just talent but athleticism in the game right now?
Well, Brad's got a great group. He's got 5 seniors, I think, and guys that have been with him for 3 years, and they run their stuff really well. They've seen a lot of different things, and they made great adjustments. They kind of kept the ball out of areas where we wanted to get the ball. I mean, we helped, don't get me wrong, we helped. We made some horrible decisions, but I think that's what happens. I think when you can keep a group together like that, I think the good thing about being at a mid-major is you're not losing guys every year.
Tim over here on the right.
Tim Addis on the Washington Post. Bob, a lot of times it's said that the best way to go up against a pressing team is to press them. I mean, did you feel like throughout the game it just seemed like you guys couldn't really
I don't know why anybody would waste energy pressing us. We'll throw it to you, regardless.
Right.
So I mean, that'd be a waste of energy, really.
What about
we're very charitable. We're one of the most charitable groups in college basketball. This second straight game, we've turned it over 20 times.
Over here on the left.
Coach Jesse Spector from Sporting News. Was there a particular moment in this game where you knew that it was, really getting away from you and that your team was really in trouble?
Well, I think the technical foul didn't help any. The dead ball technical foul where they made 2 free throws and took it out of bounds. That didn't help any. I don't know. I mean, we were on 20 forever. We kind of scored in transition, and then we were on 20 forever. And you can't turn it over the way we turn it over. I mean, you just can't. I mean, I've told them and told them and told them, and I honestly, I think they've tried. We just, we're taking guys trying to make them point guards that haven't been point guards, and this is really their first year playing point guard, and we just didn't do a very good job. And it's not just the point guards. Our guys didn't get open. We just didn't do a very good job.
We have time for one more question over here in the back and left.
Bob, you've talked about those turnovers from day one of this season. And you sort of explained it a little bit, but can you expound upon that? Why has this team had so much trouble really all year with turnovers?
We can't pass, but we haven't been able to pass all year. We start the game and we got guys pinned, and we throw it arm high. We had a guy open on an out of bounds play. We threw the ball right in their hands. I think, I'm starting to think anyways that, when we spend a lot of time trying to teach guys how to pass, I think sometimes you better go recruit some guys that can pass, because I'm not sure that it's something, it's kind of like shooting. If you're a bad shooter, you can become a little better, but you're never really going to be a good shooter. I think if you're a bad passer, you can get better, but you're really never going to be a good passer either. It's a skill thing, and we just didn't. We've done it all year. I mean, you know that. We've done it all year. This isn't a new deal for us. It's just we have made up for it in some other ways that we didn't make up for it today. But we didn't make a shot either. I mean, we didn't make a shot. We missed free throws. We just did. If you wrote down how to lose a game, you could probably check off just about everything that you wrote down. And that's not taking anything away from Stephen F. Austin. I love Brad to death, and Brad's done a great job with that bunch, and they played their butts off. But you could probably make a list and check it off and say, yeah, they did all those things.
Thank you very much, Coach. West Virginia locker room's open for another 20 minutes. We'll have Stephen F. Austin in here shortly.